Many of you loved our XtremeQ SSD with dual NVMe SSDs built into this thing, and they come in various sizes for you guys to use. However, a lot of you wanted to fit your own SSDs into this enclosure because it's super fast and really durable. Well, don't worry, because we've listened and we've got this to show you today. Hello everyone, my name's Mike, and here at Sabrent we love to make and talk tech. So if that's what you're into, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay updated with all our future videos. So let's get into this box, show you what you get inside, and then talk about some of its awesome key features. First of all, you get the warranty card as well as the instruction manual, which will go through how to install the SSD, as well as some key troubleshooting tips. We then have a 48-watt power supply, our Sabrent Thunderbolt cable. You then get 4 thermal pads, 2 at 0.8mm and 2 at 1.2mm. And lastly, you get the enclosure itself. Firstly, taking a look around the enclosure, we have LED indicator lights, we have a Thunderbolt USB Type-C connector, and we have a DC input with an on and off power button. The enclosure is built really well, and it has this rubber removable case, as you can see, and works great with it on or off depending on your setup. To install a pair of SSDs, all that you need to do is lift up this little tab right over here. You want to then turn it 90 degrees and then pull off the bottom mount. Then it will reveal the 2 NVMe slots, and all that you want to do is grab 2 NVMe SSDs and install. And then you'll have these little rubber grommets, as you can see, and that will fasten on there, and you could just use your fingernail to do so. Now you want to grab one of your thermal pads and make sure that if you've got a thicker SSD, then you want to use the thinner one, and then if you've got a thinner SSD, you want to use the thicker pads. To install the thermal pads, really easy, just obviously take them out of the packet, then they are both double-sided, so this side you want to install on the SSD itself. So peel off the film at the back, and then you want to place it on the SSD like so. Do the same with the other one. Then you want to peel off the top. There is a plastic film at the top of these thermal pads, so peel them both off. Otherwise, you're not going to get a good thermal connection. And then these pads will interact with this plate, and this will allow for perfect heat dissipation from the SSDs when they're being pushed really hard to this thermal plate, so that your SSDs will be running cool no matter what you're doing on this. So then put the back case on by putting it in, pushing down firmly, and then you want to turn this at 90 degrees. And there you have it. You've now just installed 2 SSDs completely tool-free, and you can pop on the protective cover as it's all ready to go, and it's all ready to use. Now I've installed a couple of SSDs into this thing, and wasn't that easy, right? But let me talk about some of its key features that I think that you guys will absolutely love. This enclosure uses Intel's Thunderbolt technology for up to 40 gigabit per second speeds, and that is done via the included Thunderbolt cable via the USB Type-C port. You get single disk speeds of up to 1,500 megabytes per second, or if you're using a software RAID, you can get speeds of up to 2,500 megabytes per second. If you guys want to set up software RAID on either a Mac or Windows system, we have videos on this channel talking you through it with a simple tutorial. Because of the aluminium construction, this allows for a durable design, but also, as mentioned earlier, this massively helps with heat dissipation when you are pushing any of the SSDs in this enclosure. And alongside that, we have integrated temperature and health monitoring systems to ensure that your drives are running as optimal as possible. This enclosure is plug and play, meaning that if you are running a Windows, Mac, or even Linux system, this will work directly with it. To connect this up to your system, you want to plug in the power supply via the DC input. Then you want to connect the enclosure to your system via the included Thunderbolt cable. And then you want to turn on the enclosure with the power button. And there you go, you've just connected up your enclosure easily. Now, just to be aware, this will only work with M.Key PCIe SSDs. So this won't work with any kind of SATA SSDs or anything like that. This is purely for M.2 PCIe based NVMe SSDs. I absolutely loved our ExtremeQ SSD, but for you guys who want that extra flexibility, well, this is going to be a fantastic option for you, whether you're on the go or needing an upgrade to your desk setup. If you want to go ahead and pick one of these up, then I will leave a link down in the description below for you guys to get the best deal possible. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, then make sure to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can stay updated with all our future videos. Anyway, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.